Hello everyone. So today we are going to see what is the difference between collection and collections, and important method of the collections we will see with the example. So first of all we will see the what is collection. So collection is an interface present in java.util package. It is used to represent a group of individual objects as a single unit. So the collection is considered as a root interface of the collection framework. So in the collection framework, this collection is a root interface of the collection framework. So it provides several classes and interfaces to represent a group of individual objects as a single entity. So here we can see first list, set and queue. So are the main sub interface of the collection interface. So the map interface is also part of collection framework, but it doesn't inherit the collection of the interface. So these are the important method present in the collection interface, such as add, remove, clear, size and contains. So let us see what is now these collections. So collection is a interface, while the collections is a utility class present in same package called java.util. So it has several utility methods like sorting and searching, which is used to operate on the collection. So also it has all the static methods. So this is important. It has all the static method. The method provides much needed convenience to developer, allowing them effectively work with the collection framework. For example, we have the method called sort to sort the collection element according to default sorting order. Also min and max to find the minimum and maximum value respectively in the collection element. So the methods of this class all throw a null pointer exception if a collection or a class object provided to them are null. So if you provide the collection which is having the null value with the methods of the collection class, then that will throw the null pointer exception. So let us see what are the methods and with the example. So first one is AddAll. So for what purpose we will use this? So this method is add all of the provided elements to the specified collection at once. The element can be provided as a comma separated list. So let us suppose we created here a array list and we have to add some element. So how can we add this? How can we use this AddAll method? So we have to give here class name collections.addAll, then variable. So here variable is AL, then we have to give the comma separated value. So all the values that will be stored into this AL. So let us see example. So here I have created one array list which is having the variable with the name AL. Now we have to add different values. So we will use here collections.addAll. So here we can see variable name is AL. Now what are the values we have to store? Let us see 12, 34, 56. So what will happen, this value 12, 34, 56 will be stored into this AL. Now if we print this is out, control space AL. Now let's execute this by pressing control F11. So we should get 12, 34, 56. So here you can see 12, 34, 56. So these are the element added into this. We can also give, if I give 45 and 23. So now how many values will be added into this array list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's press Ctrl F11. Here you can see 5 values are added. So let us see in the next method. So this is very important method, that is sort. So this method sort the provided list according to the natural ordering, that means in the increasing order. So we can also pass a comparator if you want to custom. So if you want to customize the sorting, then you can pass the comparator. So let us see if you want to sort the element in the increasing order, how can we sort that? So if I go to the Eclipse, so here you can see this is our array list. So what we will do here, so here we will print AL before sorting. So this will be there. Now what we have to do, we have to sort this array list. So we can use this method collection.sort and we have to pass this list. So AL. Now sys out after sorting. So if I print here AL, so what will be the result? This will be in the sorted order. So this we can see 23 position is after 12. So let's execute control F11. So here we can see after sorting this is in the increasing order. So AL before sorting means so array list element before sorting, after sorting we can see these are in the increasing order. So let's suppose if you want to sort this in the decreasing order, how can we do that? So collections dot sort AL. Now here we'll use collections dot reverse order. So in the reverse order mean the in the decreasing order we'll so decreasing. So if you print this control F11, so here we can see in the decreasing order we can see the array list element 56, 45, 34, 23, 12. So if you want to sort in the ascending order you can use collection dot sort. So here if you want to sort in the decreasing order we can pass here collection dot reverse order. So this is the important method we can see sort in the collections class. So let's see next method, that is binary search. So it return this method searches the key using the binary search in the specified list. The list should be sorted by the natural ordering. That means the list should be in the increasing order, already sorted in the increasing order before calling this method. So make sure that before calling this method binary search, the list which you are passing that must be sorted in the natural sorting order. So otherwise the result will be undefined. So it returns the index of the element in the sorted list if the element is found. Otherwise what will it returns? Minus of insertion point -1. So we will see this, what is this. So let us see the example how can we use this method. So what we will do, this is AddAll AL elements. Now if I want to search, before searching we have to sort this. So right, collection dot sort, it should be in the sorted order. So now it is sorted. Now we can use the method collections dot binary search AL. Now the element I will pass here if I want to see 56. So I will print here sysout. What we will print here, index of 56. So what should we get here? So this is 0 index, second index, third index. So we should get here 1 0 1 2 2 0 1 2. So 2 we should get. So control save this, control F11. So here we are getting the index of 56. Sorry, here after sorting this will provide us here I will print after sorting. This method is applicable only on the sorted. So after sorting what will be the element? 12, then 23, 34, 45 and 56. Now we can see the index. So index will be 0 1 2 3 4. So that's 4, we are getting the 4. So earlier I was considering this, but after sorting we can only after sorting we can apply this method. So the array list should be in the natural sorting order. In that case only we can use this binary search. So this will give us the index. Now let us see if the element is not present in the list. So let's suppose 100. So let us see what will be the result. Control F11. So here we can see minus 6 is the result. So how this is coming, let us see. So 12, 23, 34, 45, 56. So let's suppose 100 we are finding 100 is present or not. And if I take here, yes, now if I index this 0 1 2 3 4, so if we have this 100 and if you want to insert this element in this list, so what will be the position of this in the sorted order? So this will be at the last position because this is the greatest element in the list, so this will be the at last. Now its index will be 5. So if the element is not present in the list, so this binary search will will give minus of insertion point plus 1. So insertion index is 5, so 5 plus 1, that will be 6, and after 6, before 6 there will be negative sign. So at the 6th position, if we consider as 1 2 3 4 5 6, so this will be the position of this 100. So if the element is not present, then this will give us in this order. So I have mentioned here. In the other cases, it returns insertion point of -1 or insertion point here +1 can be there. So if you are not adding +1, here -1 be there. So insertion point minus of insertion point -1. So let's suppose we taken 400. Now I will give here let's suppose 40. So what we should get, 40 is not present in the list. So if I see here 12, after that 23, 34, 45, 56. So if I go here, so 0 1 2 3 4. So this is a sorted and 40 is not present. So if the 40 is present, what will be the position of the 40? So the 40 will be present here. 40 will be present here. So what should we will get the output minus of insertion -1. So what will be the index? Minus of 3 minus 1. So we should guess -4. So let us see if we get or not. Control S, Control F11. Here you can see -4 we are getting. So this is where we can use this binary search method. So next one is copy. So this method copies all the elements from the source list to the destination list. After this operation is performed, the index of each copied element in the destination list will be identical to its index in the source list. So let us see this example. If you want to copy the list into another list, so if I go here, now sysout control space AL array list elements, this is AL. Now I will create another list. That name will be, I will give here AL1, add this element, AL1 elements. Now this will name give 2. Now here AL1. So if I want to copy this AL1 into AL2, we have the method collections dot copy destination and source. So here is destination is AL2 and source is AL1. Let's save this, and if I print here sysout AL2 elements AL2, let's save this, Control F11. So AL1 elements are printing here, but we are getting the error, that is source does not fit in the destination. So make sure that if we are using this copy method, and we are copying this. So what we are doing, AL2 and AL1, we have to copy the elements of this into the AL2. So how many elements are there? 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 5 elements are there. So while using this copy method, what we have to make sure that the element in the AL2 should be greater than equals to 5. That means whatever the destination list is there, that should have the equal or greater elements that we have to copy. Suppose in this case AL1 has 5 elements and these elements we have to copy in the AL2. So AL2 must have the elements either 5 or greater than 5. But as we can see, AL2 is empty. So for that reason we are getting the error. What is the error? Source does not fit in the destination. Suppose if I add the element AL2, that add 10, AL2 dot add 20. Now AL2 has 2 elements, AL1 has 5 elements. So what we have seen, AL2, the destination list should have the greater than or equal to the elements of the AL1. But here AL2 have only 2 elements, so we will get here a error. So control F11. So here we can see we are getting the error, source does not fit the destination. So that means we have to have the greater than or equals to element. So I will add the 5 elements now. So 30, 40, 50. Now we will not get the error. So control F11. So here we can see AL2 elements are copied, AL1 elements are copied into AL2 element. So if it will have the more than 5 elements, then what will happen? All this up to what? This AL1 size is 5. So 5 element will be copied to this position and this will be remaining as it is. So let us see, control F11. So here you can see all the elements are there. So as this size is 5, so 5 elements are there and 6 is not there. So that's why we are getting here 60. So this is a way we can use this copy method of collections class. Now let's we will see disjoint method. So what is this? This method is true if two specified collection have no common element in. So let's suppose we have AL1 is one array list, AL2 is another array list, and if there is no common element in them, then this method will return true, otherwise this method will return false. If any one common element if we found in these two collection, then we will get false, otherwise this will give us true. So now let us see here what we have done, we have copied the AL1 into AL2. So now if I use here a method that is disjoint, what we should get? So collections dot disjoint AL1 comma AL2. So what should we should get? We should get false, because the element in AL1 and AL2 are common, some element. So if only one or greater than one elements are common in both the collection that are passes into this method, then it will give us a false, otherwise it will give us a true. So let's suppose if I not copied this, I will comment this collection dot copy and we will print this out, AL2 elements. Now in the AL2 and AL1 there is no common element, so this method will return true. So let's run this. So here we can see this will return true, because we can see here there is no element in common in the both array list. So this is the way we can use this method. Next one is fill. So this method replaces all the elements of the specified list with the specified element. So this collection dot fill. So array list have this element 12, 23, 45, but we are passing here in the collection field 10. So all the elements present in array list will be replaced by 10. So let us see one example of this. So I will delete now this array list. So I want to replace all this element in the array list with 10. So before that I will print here AL elements. So replace all by 10. So collections dot fill. So list we have to pass AL1 and we want to print add 10 here AL1. After let's save this, control F11. So here you can see all the elements are replaced with the 10. So this is, for this we can use this. So this method replaces all the elements of the specified list with the specified element. Now next one is frequency. So this method returns the number of elements in the specified collection which are equal to the specified object. So collection dot frequency, we have to pass the collection and object, whatever object that we want to find the frequency of object in the given collection. So let's suppose take the example here. What we will do, I will take here a 10 and 2 times 10 I will take. Now I want to find the frequency of 10, frequency of 10. So collections dot frequency, here we have to pass the collection and object. So I want to pass the know the frequency of 10. So what we should get, we should get 2 sorry. So frequency of 10 is 2. If I replace this 23 with the 10, we should get the 3. So control F11. So frequency of 10 is 3. So these are the some important methods of the collection class. We can practice this. So first frequencies method is there, also fill is there, then we have seen disjoint, copy, binary search and sort, AddAll. So there are many other methods are there that you can see on in the documentation.